Hello and welcome to this presentation. In 2020, a survey was completed to benchmark the quality of education within a country at a global level. Finland was ranked first, followed by Japan. South Africa was ranked second last in the world. We were 75 out of 76 countries. Therefore, only the elite will ultimately survive this education crisis in our country. Having a small 6% elite group of well educated children is not good enough for any country. The vast majority of South Africans remain semi educated. The government, though, has a 15-point plan to ensure that no child fails school. Reading through this policy, it is clear that standards will be lowered to suit each child. Furthermore, the lowering of standards to such a level that children cannot fail is equally unacceptable and so wrong at so many levels. Only by improving the quality of education for all children will equity be achieved and our global rank lifted to a more acceptable level. Most of the document focuses on a non-failure policy rather than a lifting of standards policy. And this is evident in an article published on the Daily Maverick in 2020. In desperation, and to provide the best education for their children, parents reach out to private education. And when demand increases, price increase. The cost of private education is most ridiculous, and parents suffer with the weight of debt to educate their children. One has just have to look at the stock exchange to see the business of education. Unless the school system changes radically and becomes more relevant to the world of work, schools will remain institutions that would become more like museums. Where does this end? There has to be a breaking point. This beautiful country has to create a solution that's innovative and suits the unique contexts of South Africa, at the same time recognizing the need for the 21st century. The exponential growth worldwide of technology can no longer be ignored. Technology won't lift standards on their own. Rather, they will serve as a vehicle for programs to uplift the education. We have great delight today in sharing this program with you. The design of the app seeks to address the pain points we all feel so deeply. What if you could create a bridge that separates the divide between public and private schools, giving every child access to good quality education, where parents can breathe with relief knowing that their children are given the best without them making the unending sacrifices on the family quality of life? Would you do it? And while we're building this bridge, let's make education fun, interesting, so that learners look forward to their lessons. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you an app designed to address the significant pain points highlighted in this introduction, but more importantly, it is underpinned by significant research. It's grounded in sound research, and we're more than happy to discuss with you outside of this presentation. So what is this magic? What is iWhiz? The iWhiz app. The iWhiz app is a complete school. Every lesson, according to CAPS, which is the government's curriculum, expertly taught in a fun and animated way. The lessons are fully supported with textbooks, workbooks, quizzes, exam prep, which are actually discussion videos on past papers. More significantly, the videos are in 3-minute bite size to increase learner retention. This is also in line with current trends and the videos you find on social media, which learners are so accustomed to. The animation in videos create a fun element and decreases boredom, stimulating interest in an engaging way. The app is very user-friendly, making access to grade R learners easy. The apps makes for great repetition, practice, and reinforcement of
Hello
learning,
everyone.
leading to increased
My name is
performance and better
Neha and
grades. Matric learners using the app proved this by doubling the number of distinctions they received. A valuable feature so fundamental to this new world is critical thinking. These critical thinking courses are on the app for students to practice, giving them the extra tools and the edge to enhance academic performance. The greatest reward for students using iWhiz is that it generates a breed of independent learners who take control of their learning without the need for teachers and parents driving them. According to our research, the top achieving schools internationally come from Finland and Japan. The iWhiz model outlined here embraces the fundamental elements of these systems. The app is designed to be the most fundamental resource for the teacher. Every lesson is detailed according to the expectations of CAPS. The teacher's role, therefore, shifts from being the provider and driver of content to the nurturer and supporter of learning, from being the sage on the stage to the guide on the side, the way teaching should be. This gives attention to the learners needing more attention. It also allows for the faster learner to move more smoothly through the curriculum without boredom and frustration. This essentially is called the flipped classroom. It gives parents full access to the school curriculum, enabling parents access to the world of school previously out of bounds to them. Parents know content now, lesson by lesson. They will have control over their child's completion of school based tasks critical for passing and grading. Did you know that there are a number of subjects that, if smartly handled, the learner can pass before writing the final exam? Absolute opportunities for distinction, which needs to be exploited. It caters fully if a parent wishes to homeschool their child. The lessons are amended each year in line with changes in CAPS. English literature, for example, will change, as is always the case. The amendments are brought in as soon as they're confirmed by the Department of Education and made public. So let's take a dive into a grade to demonstrate the app.